What's up, everybody? It's Monkeyfarm. We're here in the third world, and we're going to be having some redstone fun today because last time we left off, I had built a couple levels of the mob spawner. I now have 3 levels. I think we're going to be ready to go. So what we're going to do, we also found, or we enchanted some shears with silk touch that we had an enchanted book that we used on the anvil, and we got ourselves some cobwebs. We're going to use that for a cobweb T flip flop and on off automatic mob switch. How's that for a product name? That's what we're going to do today, but I wanted to show you. I've been messing around kind of all this is a walkway really out to where the upper level of my building is going to be, and I don't know, I've just been working on this. You can tell it's very like this whole area is very finished looking and nothing else is done. um, I normally kind of use this type of look, with the slabs, the wooden fences, that kind of thing. But I wanted to do a little bit different this time, and I'm looking at these iron bars as the railing instead, and they're really starting to grow on me. They kind of look more, what do you would call it, sophisticated. So if the walkway's like this, I don't know. It's just really growing on me, and I think I'm going to use it a little bit instead of these wooden fences so much this time. Because my entire base of my second world kind of looks like this, right? So we're going to give it a new vibe. I wanted to show you that, and I think what I'll do, I'm going to have probably 2 videos this weekend, and what I'm going to do is have them both here in this world, but what I'm going to do is break away somewhere either in the middle or near the end and give you an update, go over to the second world and show you the progress on the Tree of Death. I've been doing some, I'm kind of liking it. I have a ton of trees. I've been planting a lot of trees there, and the Tree of Death is starting to come together. So what I'll do, instead of just showing you an hour of planting trees and dirt and stuff up in the air, I'm going to kind of do some stuff here in this world, and then I'll give you a I'll give you a I'll give you a quick update what's going on with the Tree of Death in the other world. So why don't we head over to the haha, I thought it was going to fall, didn't you? We'll head over to the mob spawner. I have 3 levels now, and we're going to build a cob flopping on-off timer switch. Yes, that's the final name. We'll see you down there. Okay, I had to go up and grab some string, and also I'd already made a dispenser, so I wanted to have everything ready here, and so I'll make sure that I broke these little windows open so that I could make sure all the blocks are doing, or all the dispensers are doing the same thing. All right. So I'm gonna just do a little vertical wiring thingamajig up here, and I'm putting it a block away from these dispensers because I don't want them really activating when I don't want them to. And this one, I'll put a torch on the side. That'll turn that one off. The middle one is already off. And then this one, let's see, what can I do here? I'm not sure if this works. Let's see, break that. Yeah, that works. That's one. That's not right. Yeah, we need a pulse, right? So we need. Let's see. I think. So if we're having redstone. Yeah, this is, I think, how I pictured this happening. Put a block here. Okay. So we'll have Oh, I don't know. Why don't I... This is a weird way to do it, I guess, but I could do that. I think that'll work. And just block that off. Totally unnecessary, but that's how redstone works sometimes. Okay, so that one's on. That one's off, and the top one is on. So I need to reset. Oh, yeah, I didn't hook this middle one up yet. And this one, I can put that. So we should have all three dispensers on at the moment. Yes, indeed. So now, if I give that a pulse, that should shut all of them off. Yep. And if I do it again, they should all be on. Okay, so we're working. We're going to have the dispenser with a bunch of blocks in it. And we're just going to put a couple stacks of cobblestone. And we'll have a couple cobwebs in front of them. And I think 2 will be enough. And we definitely don't want to waste these because they're a pain to get in the abandoned mine shafts if you're not, prepared to deal with all the, whatchamacallit, cave spiders. So we want to kind of block this off so that the blocks... We're going to have the dispenser drop a block, and then it'll slowly go through the cobwebs, and then we'll set up tripwires, like right here. That's 3 blocks of space in between. I know there's a reason I brought this. We need tripwire hooks, those are really easy to make. And that will give you 2. Hook those puppies up and just connect them with string. Okay, so what'll happen now is the dispenser will drop a block and it will slowly go through the tripwire. It will activate this, and then we'll just have this connected up. Hopefully, let me see if that works. Yep. So everything should shut off. Yep. Okay. And then what we'll do then is have this also go up here and have the dispenser drop another block. So it'll be like a continuous thing here. So 2 things will happen. The dispenser will drop a block, and when this activates, it will have the dispenser drop another block, and then it will either turn on or off all the spawner water. So let's activate this thing real quick. All I have to do is throw a block into it, and this thing will be running. So anyway, I think 2 cobwebs should be enough. That'll give time for mobs to spawn, and then what will happen... Oh, you know what I could do? This would be really cool. We could have it set so when the water's on, we won't need the water on that long. So we could have a different dispenser. Maybe, I don't know if the dispensers can shoot into the cobwebs, but we could have, when the water's on, it only wait 1 cobweb. That way, you won't wait as long for the water. Did we just miss it? We just missed it. Oh, but anyway. Okay, I'm going to fast forward or whatever until this thing's ready to go again. Okay, this thing is almost ready to activate. It's almost ready, almost ready. So a couple things are going to happen. The water will turn on, and a new block will be dispensed. Gosh, this is watching paint dry. Come on. Come on. There we go. Spawner gets washed off. A new block gets shot out. When this falls down, it will activate the tripwire again and shut the spawner off. So let me double check one more time just to make sure all of these are doing what I want them to do. Whoops. So close all these off. So now this thing is running. So all I have to do now is keep this thing stocked full of, what do you call them? Blocks. Cobblestone will be fine. Let me grab another couple stacks here. So the one last thing we need to do is make the mob drops over there go into a portal so that we can be AFK and we won't lose all of our mob drops. Because basically what's going to happen is when, obviously we have to be far enough away for mobs to spawn here in the spawner, but this thing is running at the moment. The mobs are going to go up there, fall down here, and die. So we're going to need a way to get these blocks into a portal so that they will end up in the nether and never despawn. So I'm going to think this through a bit, and we'll be back in a sec. Alright, so I'm back, and I had tested out something that I ended up not really wanting to use because there's a chance of losing a lot of drops. So I'd initially put these bars here so that when the mobs fall, they would die. Well, I put it under the drop, of course. So the mobs would drop here and they would die, but then I was hoping that all their drops would fall through, and a lot of them look like they would fall through. But then you get the potential of the blocks, stopping up here, right? And then, of course, I put a portal here. I blocked it off just so that all my drops and blocks that I'm breaking right now don't go into the nether. But I think instead of this, I'm going to do what JL2579 did in his big mob spawner. He had them drop, and then he had a little... Actually, I'm not sure how he did it, but he has some trapdoors, like something like this, and then he would have a tripwire activate when the mob falls, but they would hit the trapdoor and die before the trapdoor is open. And actually, I think you need to place these... You need to place them upside down or not? I don't know. Because I think you can get drops stuck here too. Yeah. Okay, I moved everything over there real quick. And let's... I guess all I have to do... Oh no, this is going to be powered. Right? So I don't want these redstone torches, because that'll keep the trapdoors open. Oh wait, I do want them open all the time. And then I want them just to close when a mob falls. I better get my sword ready in case this doesn't work. Well, I think they'll die anyway because I don't have water underneath, but we'll see. We'll see if they hit. Actually, I do want to add the water. Let's see here. Because I want to see if they die or not. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Okay, that one worked, but the mob oh no. The drops. Okay, so I have some work to do on this. Oh, that was close. Okay. So this isn't quite working how I had planned it. I'm going to work on this a little bit. We'll probably figure out a much better plan. Alright, so I flipped on the mob spawner, and I want to show you what I've done here. I've done kind of like JL's design, which seems to be working a little bit of the time. As you can see, I have some spider webs, gunpowder and stuff. I am occasionally getting a mob drop like there, stuck on top of the trapdoors. And I guess what happens is if you get another drop, they'll connect and that seems to work okay, but yeah, I don't know how reliable this is. So the problem, another problem is occasionally, or at least one time I've seen multiple mobs were dropping around the same time. Yeah, we're getting a lot of drops here, but um, oh, okay, eventually they'll fall off, I guess. So what happens is if more than one mob is dropping at the same time, the first one can activate the trapdoors, and then as they're reopening, another mob can kind of like slip through without it reactivating. And so basically I had a mob swimming down here, so I have to leave this little hole open to kill them in case they're stuck. But the drops themselves are making it through to the nether. As you can see, I just picked up, what, 5 gunpowder, maybe a few arrows, I don't know. And there's some zombie flesh that I don't need. Um, yep, so, yeah, my portal does still come back here. Which is a good thing, actually. I don't want it to send me back to the spawner area. Because eventually that portal will be in my house. So that is kind of it for now. Since this whole spawner and everything is temporary, I'm going to be doing some demolition around this area. I don't really want to spend a whole lot of time on it, but I did want to do some testing with the teleporting drops into the nether so that you can go AFK and gather a bunch of resources while you're busy building something else or whatever, right? So at least we got that done. We've got the timer over there with the cobwebs all working, and this sort of works a little bit. I guess if you leave it running long enough, it'll do its job, right? All right, we're back up at the top, and I'm going to be making kind of a circular shape. It's going to be, a bunch of squares shaped like a circle, but each edge will have like 3 of these 5x5 blocks, but connected right here. And then in the middle, I'll have, this will be the top level, and then the bottom level right underneath here, which will actually be a little bit lower than this cobblestone, I'm going to have kind of a beacon room and a cool other room like that. So for the beacon, we're going to probably do an iron golem farm this time. So we'll go over to the villagers and put that together sometime soon. What you want, zombie? I'd throw you a pumpkin, but you've got a sword. Doesn't look like you're interested. Yeah. So why don't I head over to the second world real quick and just show you guys... Oh! Show you guys how cool it is when I fall. um, and I'm going to give you an update on the Tree of Death. I've made a lot of progress on that. It's starting to look really cool. So let's head over there right now. All right, we're over here in the second world, up here in the mob spawner. Got giant trees growing everywhere. So I just wanted to give you a quick update and show you how I've been kind of making this thing come together. I've got quite a few big trees. For some reason, they just grew huge over there on that side. Over on this side, as you can see, like over here and even on this side, what I've been doing is planting a bunch of trees kind of next to each other, and they tend to really grow big if they connect, right? So they don't just grow like those little normal trees down there. They grow up like that. I don't know if you can see it. There's a huge one behind there. They just grow up and they look like that. Really crazy. So what I've been doing, just kind of finding a little spot to put a sapling that I know the tree will overlap with another tree. And of course that one didn't seem to do it very much. But if I add another one, let's say maybe we go over here. And let's see. Let's actually put it maybe one block lower. And let's see if that works. Now, you go through a lot of bone meal that way sometimes if it's not going to grow. There it goes. And bam, you can see it just went crazy. So then what I do, you know, obviously just break the trunks underneath it and then maybe put some leaves. All right, and let's actually try one more because I had originally made this branch way out to here. So I want to put one more tree way out here. Let's see. Let's see if I can get it to grow probably like right about there. And that one connected pretty well. So why don't we ender pearl over there. Actually, I'll add some leaves first, just to give it kind of a rounded look underneath. And I'll get rid of that later. Let's see. And bam. So this is what it looks like so far. As you can see, there's a little bit more. This one comes out the farthest, this branch, but I'm starting to get these other branches pretty full. The other side, not so much yet. I haven't done a lot of work over there yet. But as you can see, by connecting, you know, a couple different saplings, like 3 saplings in different places, it really makes it grow pretty quickly. That is starting to look pretty cool, I think. I'm pretty happy with it. So I don't know how tall I'm going to build it, if I want to block the entire mob spawner or if I just want to make it into a tree and have the mob spawner visible like it's a tree house in the middle of it, or I don't know, just kind of checking it out, see, you know, what the best way to do it is. I don't know. But I'm pretty happy with it so far. It's starting to really look like a giant tree, which is pretty sweet. That's exactly what I wanted. So anyway, that's a quick update. Like I said, I will probably have another video in the third world, and then I'll give you another update back here because I know you guys are off for the holidays and everything, and I'm trying to get this thing done or as far as possible because I do want to release the download at some point before like New Year's or something. But and I want to get the third world pretty far along so you guys can tell what I'm doing there. And yeah, so don't forget to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And we will see you guys later.